I feel like I just looked at my game as a whole and took strides in the little details and little things as far as route running, blocking, and anything I can. My finer points of catching punts and just looked at the little points and tried to get better at that.
How hard is that? Catching punts? We always hear it, but
yeah, it's a tough thing to do. You never really know until you try it, and some people make it look pretty easy, but it's pretty hard as far as you got to know the flight of the ball and what kind of ball is kicked, if it's a left-footed or right-footed punter. So it's pretty difficult, but with everything, practice and preparation, you get better and better at it.
Was there any moment of panic in against Northwestern, or not Northwestern, Nebraska when when there was the muff briefly?
I mean, obviously when it was on the ground, there was a moment of panic, but just I just know in my preparation and details, I just got to be better in that sense of just judging the ball. So I know my coaches have great belief in me, and my teammates have belief in me. So that makes me feel a lot better being back there and being comfortable. So.
Aaron?
AJ, how much talk is there about not overlooking with Northwestern this week, given what you guys have next week for Michigan State?
Oh yeah, for sure. We're not overlooking them at all. We know they're a great football team. They're going to come in here and give us their best shot. So we're going to take necessary preparation to try to have a successful outcome.
Michael?
AJ, with the exception of that game at Nebraska, you've done a really great job of breaking the first wave of guys on just about every chance you've had to return a punt. What kind of goes through your mind when you catch it in order to break through that first wave and then hopefully have a chance for a bigger gain?
Based on the return, like we set the return each week where it's going to go. So just having, I feel like it starts a lot with the protection, getting pressure on the punter, and then the gunners do a great job of getting blocks downfield for me. So, just having those guys makes my job a lot easier, I think.
How often does the designed place where you're supposed to return it end up being the place that you actually return the ball?
Here and there, not often. Sometimes, football is a crazy game. People are all over the place, so just get positive yards where you can.
AJ, a lot of guys at the start of the season, even through the first few weeks of the season, talked about approaching it with an underdog mentality. Is that still the case?
Yeah. Going into each week, that's our mindset. 1-0. Look at it as a faceless opponent. Each week we know we're going to get everybody's best shot. So we have to prepare accordingly and be prepared.
Is it maybe harder to think of yourselves as an underdog given the way the first 6-7 weeks of the season have gone?
No, I feel like that was our mentality going into it, and we're going to stick with that. Even though we've had success, we're not going to pat ourselves on the back yet. We're going to keep working and keep getting better, and that's just the mindset of everybody here.
Austin?
Coach Harbaugh just used the phrase "looking for the meat on the bone," like maybe times when you left some yards on the field or something like that. For you guys as an offense, how much time did you spend during the bye week looking at that, and what have you seen just kind of when you look back as an offense over the first half of the season?
Yeah, every time we go back and watch the film, there's plays to be made that weren't made on the field. So I feel like the bye week was a good chance to look back at the film and really key on those little things, like the little details that make the play go, or little details that could just be the difference maker in a play or a drive or anything of that nature. So I feel like it was good for us to have this opportunity to have a bye week and look at our little details and try to take those to the next level.
Rainer?
AJ, how did you think the offense functioned without Roman, and what do you see him coming back this week?
Yeah, I feel like the offense without Roman, obviously we're down a guy, so guys have to step up and make more plays. So I just feel like at any chance, that's just how we look at it. Next man up. If one guy is down, your brother will pick you back up.
You sense his spirits are high, and you sense optimism from him to be able to get back.
Yeah, no doubt.
You guys have anything else for AJ? All right. If not, we'll switch to